officer. And so whenever I felt challenged, I tended to strike back very hard. So when the students had their hunger strike because of the budget cuts I had made, one faculty member said, "Don't you feel bad that our students are on a hunger strike?" And I said, "Well, I'm eating and sleeping just fine, thank you very much." Now I would never say anything like that, but I was young, and I think when you're young you tend to be perhaps more aggressive than you need to be.
从绝食事件中我们可以看到赖斯处事风格的强硬一面。其实早在10岁时，他因为肤色原因而被挡在白宫之外，他就对父亲说，今天我因为肤色的原因进不去，有一天我一定会在那栋房子里。37年以后，当赖斯被小布什总统任命为国家安全事务助理时，他当年的豪言壮语成为了现实。其实赖斯与布什家族的渊源早在老布什任总统时就开始了。凭借流利的俄语及对苏联政治和军事方面坚实的理论基础，他成为老布什的苏联问题顾问。1989年，正值苏联解体及东欧政治格局发生巨变，当老布什将赖斯介绍给戈尔巴乔夫的时候说，我对苏联的了解都是他告诉我的。
When was the first time that you felt really confident and happy to have made that change?
I felt confident that I had made the right decision when in 1990 I was sitting on the White House lawn in a helicopter with Gorbachev. President George H.W. Bush had Gorbachev at the White House for a summit. And now Gorbachev was going to come to California, and of course I was at that time teaching, I had come from Stanford teaching, and President Bush said, "Why don't you take Gorbachev back to California?" So here I was with the President of the Soviet Union on a helicopter. And I said, "I'm really glad I changed my major. I made a pretty good decision. I'm sitting here with Gorbachev." I think that was maybe the first time that I thought, I am so glad I didn't do anything else.
But how about the experience to receive some not so polite or pleasant international politicians in White House as an advisor in Soviet and East European, issues and affairs? For example, Boris Yeltsin. Tell me and tell our audience, what did you say to him?
Yes, Boris Yeltsin, who was challenging Gorbachev, came to the White House, and his meeting was actually not with the president. His meeting was with General Scowcroft. And Boris Yeltsin said, as he came in the door, "This isn't the door you go in to meet the president." And I said, "Your meeting isn't with the president." And he said, "Then I can't meet this man, Scowcroft. He's not important enough to meet with me." And I said, "Then you can go back to your hotel right now." And after a little while, he decided to go through with the meeting. So it was my first time to really challenge a leader of his stature.
他是个橄榄球迷和溜冰好手，还是一位钢琴家和魅力外交家，但是他却至今单身。是权力让男人对他望而却步吗？由于在工作中的强硬干练作风，赖斯曾得到武士公主这样的绰号，但生活中的她却又是位多才多艺、充满魅力的女性，还是一位橄榄球迷和溜冰好手。她通常早晨5点钟起床，一边看电视新闻，一边进行脚踏车训练。她曾经和著名大提琴演奏家马友友合奏勃拉姆斯，也因为穿了一身类似《黑客帝国》般的性感装束而抢了总统的风头。但这个在政坛上叱咤风云的女性却一直单身，她的情感世界犹如披上了一层薄纱，不时给人很多的猜测和想象。
You certainly have a different taste of fashion, and like the picture I'm holding here is when you were visiting the U.S. military base in Germany. Did you anticipate to outshine your own president by dressing like that?
Well, you know, on the day that that picture appeared, the person who handled press affairs said, "You're on the front page of the Washington Post." I said, "Why am I on the front page of the Washington Post? I haven't even said anything today." And it was that outfit. But I have to tell you that I was wearing boots because it was cold in Germany. And I grew up in Colorado after we left Alabama, and when it's cold, you wear boots.
When a woman possesses big power, as you had, do you think that attracts men, or does that push men away?
Oh, I'm not sure that power and love go together, or badly or well. I think it depends on the person. I've always said that I didn't get married not because I was in these important jobs, not because I didn't have enough time. I just never met anyone that I actually wanted to live with. And you know, you really do have to live with the person you marry.
赖斯是父母唯一的孩子，他的母亲在1970年被诊断出患上了乳癌。赖斯曾回忆说，15岁的时候，当第一次发现妈妈患上乳癌时，那种恐怖是终身难忘的。感谢上帝让妈妈多活了15年，是因为一个女儿在15岁时失去母亲和在30岁时失去母亲是有很大差别的。在和病魔斗争了15年以后，赖斯的母亲不仅看到他高中毕业，更看到他成为一名斯坦福大学的教授。而让赖斯父亲感到骄傲的是，亲眼看到自己的女儿成为布什政府的内阁成员。但在这不久以后，父亲也去世了。
Well, you lost both of your parents before you headed to be the National Security Advisor under Bush administration. And I know that as the only daughter from a tight-knit family like that, you must have missed them terribly. But when was the moment that you wished they were there beside you?
My parents were so important in my life, and I continue to believe that they are with me. But on the day that President Bush was inaugurated for the first time in 2001, I